suffocate. I can be the one, never sleep again till we see the sun. Stare at yourself for hours in the mirror. No more telling lies, it's been said before. The makeup won't hide our lifetime scars. So let's get to all the things that we fear. Let's make this nightmare last forever. Stare deep inside the eye of a fever. You call my name. We always search for something more. You come to me. You use your weapon and blow my brains. It's your deepest fear, you're shaking again. Lock up all the doors, make me feel a sin. Pour the windows, make sure no one is near. Open up your mind, bandage up your wrists. Don't put up a fight, you have a sickness. Say my name 3 times, I'll be right here. Let's make this nightmare last forever. Stare deep inside the eye of a fever. You call my name. We always search for something more. You come to me. You use your weapon and blow my brains. Let's make this nightmare last forever. Stare deep inside the eye of a fever. You call my name. We always search for something more. You come to me. You use your weapon and blow my brains. I'm crawling under the city of angels. I'm further from my own. The lights grow stronger, the fight moves under. I'm breaking under fire. No one will hold you. Every time I look into your eyes, I see this angel deep inside. You've gone away.
Mr. Anthrax, can you hear me, sir? Oh. No, I've lost Anthrax. Sorry, guys. Well, CS greetings, everybody. Hope you're all well. Just trying to get Barry back. He's having some internet issues, unfortunately. So I will be trying to get him back on, yeah? I do apologize for the lack of Anthrax right now. I'll drop him back in the channel as soon as he comes back. I guess he's maybe restarting his router or something like that. But anyway, thank you for joining us, guys. Really appreciate you being here. Don't worry, the audio isn't broken. I have the sound off because I thought I'd be having a nice conversation with Anthrax. I might as well turn it on now, I guess. Oh, looks like he might be back here, guys. Let me quickly alt-tab. Hopefully it doesn't make the stream break into pieces. Mr. Anthrax.
I can hear you. Sorry, my line is up and down, man.
Oh no, okay. Well, we do what we can, but we got 9 players on the server, so I guess we'll talk about the game for a bit. Welcome to the broadcast, Barry.
Thank you very much, sir. I am here with my internet, as poor as it is.
As poor as it is, Africa internet lol.
Ah, man.
Yep, well, looks like we got 9 players here, so we're just about ready to go. You got the server IP and everything, yeah? Oh no, I may have lost him again. This is not helpful. Okay, well, we'll try to deal with it anyway. Not a lot one can do if it keeps breaking. If not, I guess I might be doing a solo cast, which would be an absolute first for me. So let's hope that doesn't happen. So the frame rate drops every time I have to alt tab, so... Should we try a different VoIP service, do you think, Barry? Wait. Well, anyway, let's just talk about the teams that are here. Skeletons, again, are unbeaten. And Energy have only lost once, and that was to Goliath Gaming. However, we saw Goliath Gaming taking quite a licking at the hands of Skeletons. Again, myself and Barry casted that on Sunday night. So there is a fair bit of information to suggest that Skeletons, again, could be pretty competitive with Energy. I don't want to make any predictions on this one, but it could actually be a really close game. And now? Oh no. Still broked. I guess I could try to get a Gmax or somebody like that to sub for us, but...
Okay.
Yeah, is it working?
I have done all sorts of things downstairs. I've kicked a few things. So hopefully it's working all right. Should be good.
Okay.
Have I dropped since the last time?
Well, you did, but I think it should be okay now. Let's
See.
Let's live in hope.
If it does it again, I'm sure Gmax won't mind to come and cast or something unless he's playing. I think he's streaming though.
I don't really care what he's doing. Gmax is a podcast buddy. He has to come and help in a time of need.
There we go.
Podcast buddy, Metal State buddy, CS casting buddy, drift buddy, you know, he's a buddy in every sort of sense of the word. So Gmax, you got no choice.
Well, let's hope we don't have to get to that, and he can practice his Dota with Tiny, and we can talk about Scar and Energy.
Indeed.
Going to the knife round.
Looks like you were right on time. How did your internet know?
Yeah, hopefully, hopefully everything stays the way it needs to be. I mean, this is going to be a good game. You know, Scar have been playing really well. The last game I cast with you, they absolutely destroyed Goliath Gaming. They did to Energy in the knife fight.
Yeah, and of course when Goliath and Energy played, Goliath beat Energy. So you can't really infer a lot from that, because map choice can have something to do with it. It's variable, it's online, but it still suggests that Skeletons, again, should be competitive with Energy. They're the only unbeaten team so far in ESEA, and there's, what, 12 games down so far?
12 games, that seems like a little, but it's not really, is it? Like we're almost done. Like you said the other day, it seemed like the other day we were casting the finals.
Yeah, it really does. That was just in December, so geez, time flies. But pistol around here, this is ESEA South Africa, of course, and we got Domster up on the boost there. Energy always like boosting. It's usually Black Poison. I don't know why he's not the guy up in the sky on somebody's shoulders this time around.
Well, at this point, nice and slow, Energy in the default. So, you know, you're expecting them almost to have a quite respectful play against Scar. You know, hoping to maybe chink in the armor, damage, like get a bit of early aggression on them to try and destroy their hopes and dreams, and then take it from there.
Yeah, you think they're going to try to do that. Definitely instill some respect in your opponent by battering them first up. And Energy are definitely one of the best teams on this map in the country. They showed it against Bravado, who used to always be the best on this map, by beating them several times on land last year. But looks like B-bomb site is the intended target. They're just about to go.
And plenty of utils for them to use as well. Taylor's heard something. He's getting flashed off and smoked off. So the rotation's now coming in, should be, yes, from Scar as they move into this B-bomb site. And Energy gets taken apart at this point. Tuckbook eventually trading out. But look at this. Panda coming in and finishing off one rather, and Turtles finishing off the other one from that beautiful crossfire. So the bomb now out in the open. And Domster, the solitary man, having to do something here. Is he capable?
Absolutely capable, but whether they'll actually give that up to him, I don't think. I was going to say I don't think they will, but PND just straight up takes the fight and wrecks him. We wanted to talk that one up, but Domster and PND just wanted to fight. Have I lost you again, Barry?
You had for a brief moment, and then I came back.
Okay, well, just bear with us, guys. Barry is
really
experiencing some internet issues, so if occasionally we sound confused, it's partially because we are, but also because we're having some internet issues.
Yeah, and I go again.
Always. So into round 2, yeah, Skeletons again do have the buy and energy, the traditional force up here. 3 Deagles, 2 CZ, so they could do a lot of damage, and particularly on this map, they're really dangerous with those pistols, so they've got a good chance here depending on what sort of entries they can find.
Well, at this point, I mean, it's back and forward with my internet here, so I'm going to try my best. Maybe somebody will save us here from this misery and get some. Maybe George will stop his Dota practice. But right now, Energy done some damage, taking out Taylor. But those Deagles are going to have to make some magic work. There's already been a lot of damage inflicted onto the Energy team. Oh, Flexi with a little beauty of a shot there. And onto this bomb site. But this crossfire from Dweezil should get himself some nice damage here. But Energy with beautiful, like almost double peeking. Flexi, you filthy little son of a beetroot.
And another one!
This is ridiculous. Those Deagles are paying off in dividends here as Ace Kaboot is the only man left standing as that bomb goes down. And oh my god, Carney. Yes, he can. So, rifles are plenty for Energy, and winning that force buy like pure champions.
Jeez, I have a silly grin all over my face after 5 1Ds. That's just crazy. Flexi gets 3, Kenny gets 2. Seems completely unlikely, but they make it happen.
So, I'm glad my internet lasted long enough for that for me to see that.
Yeah, that was quite something.
Absolutely schooled in that first round. Nice aggressive hold here in mid, but Black Poison pushing over Boost Box and immediately taking Dweezil out. They know that Panda's in the smoke, and again Black Poison with another follow-up. So great work from Energy there to get mid control. As Scar at this point, you know, nothing but forced up pistol buys. So you can't expect much from them, especially after the abuse that they just took in the previous round. Domster going all the way down to 16 there.
Yeah, I'm still in awe of that previous round. I wish I could show a replay of that. That kind of thing shouldn't happen, man. That was just filthy. It should be outlawed.
It was absolutely disgusting.
But A-bomb site, open, easy. Nobody had to oppose them. They're going to get the bomb down. And I think if you're Skeletons, again, considering the situation, it's probably better to hang on to the pistols, hang on to the armor, the flash. They've got what little value, and maybe see if they can take a few weapons away later on and use it in the next round, which is going to be a full save inevitably.
You know, it's like you sit here and you watch this, and it's always the case in South African CSGO, when you see teams force up with pistols, you almost inevitably feel like, okay, we're going to see something here. And almost 8 times out of 10, the team that actually forces up with pistol buys kind of plays a style where they just go ham. They go for it, and they try and do something to make it happen, and it does actually work. Final minutes there, Turtle actually does a little bit of damage, taking Carney out of the game. So, I mean, I don't know.
I think that's a good point, though. It's when you're on pistols, when you're on a force buy, it changes your approach to the game. You almost have to be more aggressive to make the range disadvantage of those weapons work for you. And changing the play style up to try to make those weapons effective does seem to catch a lot of teams off.
Now it's case of Scar just trying to make something happen. Yeah, they've got 2 rounds now where they've just got those pistols. I mean, if you weren't going to buy anything and you're saving those pistols, frustrating, man.
Yeah, the internet thing is an issue. Again, sorry guys if you're just joining us. We are experiencing some intermittent internet issues, which means, unfortunately, Anthrax drops occasionally. So if it sounds like we're going quiet, we're not confused. We're just frustrated because the internet stops.
Sure. I'm so sorry. This is super frustrating. You might need to find someone to help you at 5 o'clock tomorrow morning, because I don't think that a bravado game is going to need this kind of abuse.
All good, man. I mean, if you're having issues, I don't mind finishing it solo. It's cool. It would have been cool to cast it with you, bro, but obviously it's super frustrating if we can't make it work.
If it's easier for you to cast solo than have me going quiet every random moment, I'm happy to leave you to it.
It'll be a first for me, but I don't mind trying a first live on air.
Well, I mean, we've seen it happen, and you definitely have the skills to do it. So, first time for everything.
Oh, cool, man. No worries. Thanks,
Well,
Barry.
I'm really sorry, Mike. I'm sorry, guys. I know you came here to listen to my beautiful voice, but the frustration is just, yeah. I'll leave you to it, Mike.
It's all
sorry.
good. Thanks, Barry. Have a good evening, yeah?
Cheers.
Cheers. Okay, guys. Sorry about that. So many issues with Barry's internet and TeamSpeak timing out for him. So I'll try the solo cast. Never done it before in my life, not even once. Always casted with the partner. I am the village bicycle of casters, having casted with pretty much everybody. I think 9 different people last year. So I'm sure I can do it. So trades happening here, and Black Poison doing some great work in middle. You always find him lurking around middle, poking about there. And he's going to get another one as well. He's so skilled with those one-taps. Fantastic headshot for him there. 3v2 situation, and he gets another. Black Poison just going crazy here. eSports, the last guy left in a 2v1. The bomb is on the A-bomb site, and he's been completely faked out. I don't think he has a chance. Yep, really fiber. It is the worst thing, Anthrax. It is just the worst thing. But hey, we in the 2v1 situation here. eSports going for it. And he's going to find the first kill. This makes it possible. And as I'm saying that, Kenny with a nice angle there catches him off, takes him down, and that's around for Energy. So Energy stretching their legs a little bit here, making some space after Skeletons again easily won that pistol round. And it puts them in the situation now, Skeletons again, where they're on another save. At least it's not going to be a double save this time. But it is allowing Energy to run away with us a little bit. Now stuck on a relatively low buy for them. And with this pistol buy, they've got a couple of pistols that could maybe sting, but the fact that they're playing a default just means that they're not really putting themselves in a position to get early kills. They're just kind of hoping for people to walk into the crosshair. And I think with a team that's as well-drilled as Energy, it's going to be hard for that to happen. Don't think Black Poison will allow his charges to do that. And casual little headshot from Dumpster. I like that. His aim is so good, so on point. Trying for somewhat of a fake here. They haven't fully committed anywhere. So for Energy, only Kenny on low HP at this stage. The rest of the players looking pretty good. And Dumpster again just chiming in with a great headshot there. Taylor, the last guy left alive, and he's not long for this world. Flexi, the man who's going to go down. I think we need to do a clip of that round with, I think it was the second round force buy where Flexi found himself a triple kill with the Deagle. Kenny got the double. There was just some filthy 1Ds there. I'd love to see that. And sorry guys, I'd love to also get a casting partner in here, but G-Max is busy with Dota 2 practice, and the other guy I'd ask is Tiny, and he's busy in the same Dota 2 team. So, and Prophecy's casting with Penguin at this stage, so I think it's a little late to ask anybody. So I'll try the solo casting. Hopefully the voice holds up. Dweezil now on the AWP, and we saw him with that crazy double kill through the wall on Overpass the other day. One of the highlights of that game. Let's see if he can maybe bring some of the highlight moments into this particular game. Yeah, very watching now, and you're not going to drop once. That's how it always goes. But it's all cool, man. And of course, tomorrow morning, we've got at 5 a.m. we've got the Bravado Gaming versus Stay Work in ESEA, man. Nice peek out of PND. Getting aggressive, finding himself a kill, and that's going to put some pressure on Energy to take a peek here and try to trade it back, and that works perfectly into the hands of Dweezil. Unfortunately, Dumpster for PND catching him there with a smoke in hand, so that's at least bringing it back. It's still a 3v4. There aren't very many defenders close, but there is a kill for Taylor, the in-game leader, getting himself a kill, and Turtle chiming in as well. Domster, the last guy left alive. We know how clutch he is. He gets the first, fakes the plant. Now he's going to have to commit to it, and that leaves him open to eScaboot. Should get the kill, and does. So that's a round for Skeletons again. Thankfully for them, because this could have gotten completely out of hand, but thankfully for them, they're going to bring it back and put themselves in a situation that this half is still doable for them. I think on a map like Cash, it is kind of T-sided in the current meta. It's been sort of variable either way, but generally it's quite close, and what we've seen of late is it's a little bit more T-sided, so it's kind of okay if you get 6 rounds on CT, but if you get less than that, then you're in a bit of trouble, and I think for them, they want to get as close to that magical sort of 8-7 mark as they possibly can. Thanks for that, Anthrax. I do appreciate it. You're absolutely right. So Saite coming in. Nice trades going on. As I say nice trades, there's 3 kills for Energy, blowing it apart, and it's now a situation where I think Skeletons again probably need a save. And that is so unfortunate for them, considering it was a round win just not too long ago. In fact, 1 round ago. It puts you in danger of the reset. If they save the 2 weapons, they're at least okay. Yeah, they can try to force around them, maybe get something of a buy going. But if they lose these 2 weapons, then they're in big trouble. And even worse is if they lose 1, because if you lose 1, then what do? You can't really force around them. It makes it a little tough, and they know exactly where they are. There's 1 kill for Takbok, hero of the round so far. Got himself 3 before he's taken down by Dweezil. Dweezil gets himself another, so he is going to survive, and that is almost the worst case scenario. If you look at the money on the other side there for Skeletons again, it's really difficult, because there's 4,200 on Dweezil, 3,000 on P&D, and the rest of them just don't have too much, and it looks like they're going to go all in. Precarious round for the Skeletons again team, because this puts them in a difficult buy, and a buy that's not optimal. I hope to see that they get aggressive somewhere and try to use those short range weapons to take some up close fights and make them really work for them. Dweezil meanwhile getting aggressive, gets himself a kill. It's on Energy to respond here, and for spotted out, that was nearly very close. Always the looking right into the ground, crouching, making sure you're as small as possible. Don't shoot me kind of thing. That's that horrible realization moment when you're just walking into somebody's crosshair, and he does a great job to get away. And of course, if you're just joining us, this is ESEA main ESEA Open. Sorry, I was casting ESEA main Europe yesterday. This is ESEA Open South Africa. And there's a nice push from P&D. And this is the top of the table clash between Skeletons again, who are unbeaten so far, and African champions Energy. Good situation so far. That aggression from Skeletons again, bringing it back for them. They managed to recover an AK as well. And it's on Takbok, hero of the previous round. What can he find yet? Oh, the pre-fire on the headshot angle takes down the Orca Dweezil. There's Taylor to trade it back. Gets tagged up a little bit through the smoke, but the HP here for Energy is really low. So they're going to need to be careful. And eScaboot getting aggressive as he does. Shoulder peeking and baiting out all the shots from Takbok. Both players low now. He needs the flank here from Black Poison to bear some fruit, to get them some dividends. And he's going to get caught completely. I'd say it's almost unwinnable at this point, and it is going to be unwinnable. Skeletons again in a round they really had no business winning, managed to get it. So again, thanks for joining, guys. I'm unfortunately solo casting because of some issues with the internet for Anthrax. So first time I'm ever doing it, so I do apologize if I'm utterly shite at it. But hey, it's what we got to deal with, so we're going to make it work and we're going to enjoy it. 3-6 here, and Skeletons again, I think if they can get themselves 6-7 rounds, they'll be feeling pretty okay about the CT side. Meanwhile, Energy, they're going to want to strike back as quickly as possible. Poking around here towards the A main area. Takbok has had so many good rounds. Walks in there. Domster actually getting the entry. Takbok traded off. And the perfect smokes. I really like the utility usage here. Flex going to push through and walk right into P&D. P&D's going to actually die to the fire. That's a weird one. Black Poison on. Oh, what a shot from Black Poison. was going to say he's on the late flank, and it works out perfectly. And that might mean the bomb is going to rotate over towards B, because B is in the control of the energy in-game leader. Awesome, Anthrax. Let's test it. If your internet works, definitely pop on back. Now retake time here. Black Poison going to get aggressive, and it works out for him. Dweezil now on the AWP, and that's a really difficult retake weapon. Might actually look to swap it out for the AK. The problem is the positioning of the AK makes it kind of dangerous to try to recover. He gets it anyway, and he goes in. Dweezil, the hero of a couple rounds back with that AWP. Can he make it work with the AK? So tense. Gets the first. Time is short, and he gets the second. Excellent work here from Dweezil. Gets himself an AWP back as well, and he's going to get the defuse. Fantastic round, and I'd say stolen their energy with Black Poison's lurk, stealing it away from Skeletons again, and Skeletons again in the form of Dweezil stealing it back. So thanks to that bomb plant, energy still in a pretty good money situation, but it looks like they're not going to fully invest. That's interesting. So we've got the hero AK buy here, of course, something we were seeing increasingly around the time of the Boston Major. We've seen it more and more. And Black Poison on the boost. And he gets himself the one tap on Dweezil, so ain't going to be no heroics in this round from Dweezil. He's been erased. Talkbook going up with the AK to try to do some... Okay, he's actually the booster now. Got that a little bit wrong. Finally traded back, and are we going to see another 1D here? Well, I'd call that a 5D, but Dumpster gets the kill eventually, and they're getting whittled away as Skeletons again. Oh, and walking into it, Dumpster gets the kill on Turtle. Oh, I would not have advised walking into the Deagles here of energy, and another one. Kenny with another 1D, just showcasing some incredible aim is energy on these Deagles. Why do they even bother with AKs? Taylor all alone here, in-game leader. Gonna have to come out with a heroic round. Gets himself the first, but in the situation he's in, I think he's doing the right thing, recovering the AWP. But Flexi, I'm really glad for Taylor that he didn't re-peek into that, making sure he does the smart thing and hangs on to the gun. But that is, again, worst case scenario. Reset potential here. Doesn't decide for the full retake, and they're trying to hunt him down. They're aware of exactly where he is, and Flexi's so dangerous with this Deagle. He got the 3k earlier in the game. Don't think they're going to find him. Game a hide and seek here, so thankfully for them, able to keep it. But as you can see, their money is absolutely decimated. They don't have a lot to work with here, so I'd almost think, I was going to say they probably shouldn't force, but they are going to force. So drop in the FAMAS SE, maybe we'll drop a little bit more as well. Okay, an M4 as well. Okay, this is an okay buy. They can make this work. And they showed us in a previous round how they can make a non-ideal buy work for themselves with some early aggression. Let's hope that they can do some more of that. Kenny trying for the boost, Jan. Nice aggression from P&D, and he'll escape with his life as well. Just a little bit of spam coming out from Tuckbook. Nobody from Energy immediately moving to trade that back. And I guess with the setup they had, it wasn't really ideal to go for that. So Skeletons again in an early advantage. Unfortunately not able to get that weapon back. But still with the numbers advantage on the server. And Dweezil, he has been absolutely hot this last week that we've been casting him. Let's see if he can do some more. Very, very crispy headshot out of Tuckbook there. Tucks Iskavoot into bed neatly. Very, very neatly. Meanwhile, this A-bomb site, you got the bomb here, and there's the flash coming in. And it will be the kill for Turtle, so excellent aggression from him as well. Going back for more on Black Poison, but he's not going to prevail. Brings it into a 3v3. And there's the late lurk from Tuckbook. He takes himself one as well, so 3-on-2. And Energy in a very advantageous position considering the rotation that's coming in. Actually, B-bomb site should be in the hands of Energy here, so they're going to late rotate the bomb out. It just depends on what sort of timing Taylor can potentially find here. I don't think he'll be able to cut them off. Or will he? I think he will. He does cut him off. Oh my goodness, that is just crazy. They don't have the time. Oh, he gets the kill, but he won't be able to get back to the side. There's just not enough time to get the plant. This is just crazy again. Time running out. So crazy 200 IQ player coming out there. And Energy just not backing up the bomb planter there. The bomb carrier is caught with his pants down, basically. So another round stolen from Skeletons again. Cool, let me bring Anthrax back. It looks like his internet is alive. Mr. Anthrax.
I am back, and I seem to be good.
Fantastic. So now talk for a bit so my voice can recover.
I'll let your voice recover. Skark really coming back here and quite nicely. You know, oh, Dweezil, you dirty little weasel. Absolutely perfect timing there. Flexi maybe just misjudging the smoke there and getting caught off guard as Dweezil probably spotted him out just through the smoke. And right now I think it's all even as we go into this. I mean, money's probably, yeah, money's a smattering at the moment for both teams. Black Poison with a cheeky little shot onto Ace Kaboot. So numbers are even as well now. I mean, you look at this and both teams are actually being kept in the game by individual performances. Taylor, Dweezil rather, and then Flexi and Black Poison as well. So really a bit of a back and forward game here at this point, Mike.
Absolutely. It's been really exciting. I've been enjoying this game a lot, and I think it's living up to its billing as the top of the table clash. There's a nice entry from Black Poison. He's looked very on point tonight.
He has been looking really good. I mean, just his first shots are just on point, literally on the head. And you know, you kind of expected Turtle maybe to get a couple shots off on him on that CZ in A main, but just Black Poison showing his experience there, taking him out. Domster now with a nice long-range engagement onto Panda, PND rather, and they've got control of that B-bomb site. They've completely cleared it out. And Scar wanting to maybe consider taking this fight? I mean, I don't know.
I think it's probably time to give it up. We've seen them in a lot of rounds decide to go for it anyway, and a couple times it's worked out, but in general, I think saving has worked out pretty well for them. They've managed to snatch a few rounds with less than ideal buy, so I think it's worth hanging on to. And with the utility they've got as well, they've both got kits. That's a lot of value to take forward. Energy will win the half at least, but for Skeletons, again, I think they're very competitive in this. They can still get the 7, yeah.
Well, that's what they want. I mean, that's exactly what they want. And like you said, what, 6, 7, or 5 or 6 for CT is not a bad score to take into the half.
Yeah, I think 6 is okay. At least you can sort of sustain the pistol round loss potentially. 5 is a little bit more dangerous because if you don't win the pistol round, then you've got real trouble. So I think if they can get the 6, they'd be okay. 7, and I think they'd actually be happy going into T-side.
I don't think we've seen around here where they've actually not forced up. There hasn't been one full eco here. Oh, Panda, just PND getting completely destroyed there by Domster. That flash not working for any of those Energy players. Super aggressive play here from Energy as they move in onto this A-bomb side and completely wipe it clean. Dweezil being forced off of truck with that incendiary. And we're going into the 15th round here, and not looking good for Skeletons, and Energy actually managing to save all those rifles at this point.
Yeah, difficult times if you're Skeletons again. At least for them, there's the AWP, but with the early aggression from PND, you can see Energy were waiting for it. PND has done it a couple times and caught them off, so they weren't going to get caught off this time again. Well prepared. It's always a standard thing if you're going to be pushing in there, have a couple of your players walking in facing backwards, and oh, he's facing downwards, dead. But you know, you'll have a couple of guys set up to actually be sort of anti-flash players that are not going to be flashed and can get the kill, and that's exactly what they did. They stopped PND, and from there just turned on the speed. And I like the variation from Energy because they've been really slow so far in the half, but they get the kill and they just turn on the speed and take over the round.
Yeah, see Carney right at the end there trading out the AK for the AWP. I don't know. I'm not you know, they're doing really well with the AKs. Is there any need for that?
Probably not the eat a fat Naden response as well, so perhaps not ideal. But Turtle, he's also caught himself a little bit of gunfire there, and he's also going to be chased off with that molly. Should be a kill here for ESEA though. Whoa.
Good. And you could see that there's part of you that when you see something lining up like that, regardless of what weapon it is, you almost feel like the kill is almost guaranteed. Turtle's going to get spotted out, not even by Black Poison, rather by Flexi, but Dweezil following up with the MP9 kill onto Black Poison.
That is just the worst. He kills him and shoots the weapon away.
Oh, that is painful. You know, you hear that sad violin music playing as it happened. Pushes through the smoke there, does Dweezil. I mean, I think an instant response of aggression from Scar here as they kind of almost emulate what Black Energy did to them in the previous round, but with far less firepower.
Yeah, they really are scraping the bottom of the barrel here, and you can also see they're super worried about the flank or some kind of fake, because Energy have faked them out a couple rounds here. They've over-rotated quite a lot, and at the moment you can see they're sort of searching around the map. Is this a real tech? Isn't this a real tech? You can see the rotation isn't even fully there. A couple of the players running away, so Energy keeping them guessing. Yeah,
there's a little bit of utils left there for Scar, so they've used those incendiaries well to just force off Energy here. We're down to 20 seconds. They're using the utils well, Oscar, but I mean, going up against these AK-47s, Tuckfork Flexi just walking onto the bomb site. Dweezil with that scout, but is he going to be able to have enough firepower here?
Jeez, Taylor getting the long-range headshot there. I'm not sure he was even shooting at him, and he gets it.
He wasn't actually intending on getting getting him, but I think it was... Who was that got caught off in the background there? Just absolutely incredible. That's got to hurt.
There's been some crazy things that have happened in this game so far, and that's another one of them. They seem to all be centered on that B-bomb site. It's like the Bermuda Triangle for gunshots over there.
Well, as you said, six would be just enough to be able to handle a pistol loss. But I'm sure Scar are not going into this with the idea or the thoughts of losing the pistol round.
Yeah, I think they'll feel confidence. They got the pistol round pretty convincingly earlier on as well, so I think they'll feel okay. It feels a bit to me like some of the rounds Skeletons again have been sort of against the run of play, though. You know, as you were mentioning, those individual players keeping them in the game. You can't really rely on that so much, though. So I hope for their case that it continues, but they need the team as a whole to show up here, and it can't just be one or two players.
Well, let's see how it goes. This pistol round is going to be super important. I wonder if they're going to try and emulate the same thing that Energy did. No, they're not. They're going for a very quick, aggressive push onto that A-bomb site. Squeaky and death.
Squeaky and death, yeah, as you said. That didn't take long at all, and they kind of got caught in the doorway there as well. I saw a little bit of a traffic jam. That does not help if the enemy can hear you coming.
No, not at all. I mean, you know, it's like the one bomb site that most teams push is A on the pistol round, and Energy were waiting for it, and they didn't even need their whole team there.
Yeah, I made it a little bit too easy, and I think Skeletons again being far too transparent in what they were doing, too much noise, too much indication of what was coming. So,
you're taking 4 players, putting them into a chokehold almost, and no one really flashing or smoking out properly for them.
Yeah, I think it is a real problem. Maybe they just don't have a terrorist side setup prepared for this map, because that almost looked like a sort of a rush, a matchmaking kind of rush sort of situation. But yeah, in this round they've still got something to work with up against a fairly strong buy, and another Deagle headshot. Iskaboot with a nice shot there.
So this has been a match of Deagles. I'm pretty sure the combined sum of Deagle kills will overtake any of the other kills, whether it be AKs or M4s. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's been really dangerous, and you got to ask sometimes why peek back into these things, because you've seen what damage these weapons can do at long range, and I think if you're not on an AWP or something, it's not a guaranteed kill to walk into a crosshair of a Deagle wielding player with this sort of skill.
So, Duckpork out of the game. Flexi now just dropped down to 25. Those Deagles and M4s are doing well. The one M4 that was in the game has now been taken out. Dweezil picked it up. Iskaboot again with another Deagle onto the game. Dweezil with the follow-up on that M4, opening up that A-bomb site. UMP versus M4. Going to be difficult, but Domster is the man who can manage some amazing things with this gun. So it throws the incendiary out. Iskaboot should be burnt out. Gets the easy kill onto Iskaboot. And now Energy for the retake.
Now, this is a really easy retake, you'd almost think, because of the HP, but Turtle trying to make it not so, and he's not going to make it so. Gets the headshot, the one player with HP there, and wins it out for his team. I thought with the two-pronged approach to the energy looked like they had it.
Yeah, and I mean, he didn't even fall back into quad and go around the other side. He just went wider.
Oh, you shoot at me, I'll take the fight, I guess. And
Yeah.
it works out for him perfectly. So Skeletons again striking back, and what we've seen so far, pistol round winning immediately in the next round against the Force Buy. The Force Buy team actually prevails.
So, Cash looking good for Scar. 10-7. At this point, they've got the money, they've got the utils, they've got the weapons rather. But those deagles are always going to be a problem.
Absolutely, and it's very encouraging to see that the kills across both teams are actually quite even. No one player really sort of towering above any other. But Kenny, he's got a deagle in his hand, and you almost feel like the Jaws soundtrack's got to play right now.
He's been on point with that eagle today, so as you say, that Jaws soundtrack any moment now about to ring out, and Ace Cabood ends the song prematurely as Flexi decides to follow up onto Ace Cabood. They have gotten onto this bomb site. Nice little pop over here from PND, and just opening up this bomb site. Beautiful work there coming in from SKA as they take the bomb site, plant the bomb, and now it's just up to Black Poison and a UMP.
He shouldn't have this, and he's not going to have this.
That
Taylor.
was so delayed. Taylor was so lucky there. I think if Black Poison actually didn't step back, you know, I think what happened there was Black Poison actually thought, oh shit, let me retreat here. But Taylor was so half asleep there, he didn't even realize Black Poison had stepped out.
Yeah, it's one of those moments like you're playing Metal Gear Solid and the guard sees you, the giant exclamation mark kind of moment. Never a good realization. And for energy here, they don't really have anything to work with, so any kills they get here, they're going to feel good about. And I like how aggressive they're getting here, getting themselves plenty of information. They could actually catch them off here, depending on which way these T players are looking when they burst around this corner. Pistols. Look at that. Domster gets himself two without real weapons, and he gets another one. Domster.
How is this even happening against an AK-47? Domster just needs a P2000 and it's game over.
Oh my word.
Thank God for Turtle and an AK-47. Because Domster just made them look a little bit...
Yeah. That should not have happened.
Oh my God. P2000, they had armor for crying in a bucket.
And he just headshots all of them. It's just crazy stuff. So energy now with the full buy. They don't have the AWP. And Skeletons, again, their economy was devastated, ravaged courtesy of that. They weren't able to save more than one weapon. So actually, they'd be hurting a little bit more than you'd think here. Good opportunity for energy.
Very good. Right now, though, Scar have their noses up, tails up, rather. They're starting to get the Believe song going on. Do you believe life after love? Oh, wrong song.
We're not in Las Vegas, Barry.
Okay, my bad. So,
sounds like we're at a drag show, actually, if you can play that
wow,
song.
we just straight up went to the drags. Black Poison and opening up onto Turtles, the savior for Scar in the previous round. And numbers still okay for Scar here. They've got Tuckbook down, they've got Black Poison down. They have 4 versus 5. They need to make sure whatever bomb site they're going into. Oh, Flexi.
Oh.
Even Flash takes out PND, and now what can Scar do?
Well, it's going to be really difficult. I think they'd be relying on Dweezil a little bit here with the AWP to maybe find them something. But time is running out. It's short for them, and you'd also think especially if you're late in the round and you haven't found much, sometimes it is actually worth saving on T side. It's not something people do a lot, but is a more considered buy with this.
This boost spot is probably used more by Bravado and Energy than any other team, and every time gets caught out.
There we go. Black Poison actually mugging Tuckbook there. Now they're trying to run Dweezil down. He gets himself the one. Shouldn't get any more. Actually does get himself more. What?
Absolutely ridiculous. That was 2 more kills than he actually deserved. And well played. I mean, he went for it, and that's all that matters.
Gee, money not looking good for Skeletons again. You know, courtesy of that Domster 4K with nothing but a pistol, it's left them in the situation where 3 players can buy and the other 2 have to get pistols. So, not
One
ideal.
without armor. So that CZ needs to go so tight that you won't see daylight between him and the corner.
And you know, when you were singing that Sure song, I've actually been watching Friends reruns. That's why I immediately went to the Las Vegas thing.
Well,
Anybody
so
who
many
grew up in the
options.
2000s, man. It's
So
like
many options. I believe in miracles, you know, USEC. But then it all goes back to transvestite or somebody taking off their clothes.
Yep, we won't go there any further, but it looks like they are going to be going further into this A bomb side. And there's Turtle with a very nice angle, gets himself the opening kill. The trades, very good trades, but HP is low.
So, Skeletons again, no health. Energy, 3 players on really high health. Flexi getting himself a beautiful little Kobe into the corner onto Ace Kabut. The bomb is down. Energy have all the utils in the world. They have defuse kits on every single player.
Oh!
Panda getting one. Flexi trading out immediately. Dweezil and Turtle left. So 2-on-2 right now. They've got the bomb in their sights. But can Flexi save it for Energy? Steps out.
Oh, the team
Crossfire.
kill.
Dweezil with the kill. He's sticking the bomb plant. Domster.
Oh!
Oh!
He's screaming like girls, are we? But that was just some crazy stuff. Dweezil, the hero, plays again.
There's nothing girly about our screechers. They are filled with excitement and joy.
Absolute joy. That was incredible stuff. And he was the one player with HP, but he had no armor. Unfortunately, gets the team kill as his teammate on low HP runs in front of him. And you can see the shot there from PND just going, hey, you shot one of my mates. You're going to take that, Dweezil. And the pistols. The reign of terror of pistols continuing. Turtle there to trade it back a little bit. The weapon recovered here for Energy isn't really going to help them too much. At least for them, the one player with some armor does have it in hand. Maybe he can make it work for them.
You know, this is exactly it. It's like both of these teams are actually playing well. SKA are also playing like a team that hasn't been beaten. And look at them, Panda taking out Tuckbok as they get onto the bomb side. Flexi, Domster's out. Flexi's the only man alive here with any sort of damage, and he gets picked off by Dweezil, and all of a sudden, Energy almost falling apart here. Carney hiding in a box. And PND just finishes it off.
If he was hiding in a box, this would be Metal Gear Solid.
Legs 11. It's all even. Who's going to heaven? I can do this all day. I can do this all day.
As long as your internet lasts, basically. That's what we've learned tonight.
Why, Mike? Why? Who does that?
I had to. I'm sorry.
Don't jinx.
So 11 all here. Very close, but Energy should have no business winning this round.
They shouldn't, but the last time we saw all Domster needed was a P2000 and a dream.
That is true. I think I've seen more ludicrous things in this particular game than I've seen in a long time on one map.
Just look at that. Black Poison, 4th on the scoreboard for Energy with 21 kills.
That's just madness.
How?
And there's the counter boost, but does get punished at least. So Turtle there to take him down. One more player in mid. They checked it, thankfully. That's often a position that gets overlooked.
Not one person, but 3 people checked that.
Making triply sure. Ooh, nice shot there. That's such a hard angle to hit with an AWP.
And Dweezil makes it look easy.
Gotta say, Dweezil, the clutch ability we've been seeing out of him. Ooh, through the smoke there for PND. Dweezil's been looking really clutch. He's been hitting some crazy shots. We saw some amazing stuff out of him on Sunday night versus the Goliath Gaming in that particular victory we casted as well. I'm really impressed with this player.
This is just crazy at the moment. It's really good CSGO at this point. There's no one here that I feel is playing badly, although both teams might feel individually that these guys have really high expectations and they hold themselves to a standard far higher than what I do. I'm the kind of guy that walks around in his underpants. Carney taking out PND early on in the game there, so immediately a nice numerical advantage for Energy, something that they can work with. trying to save money wherever they can, not taking those helmets for extra armor. Black Poison up here. Invent just quietly, patiently waiting it out. Spots the one on the top of boost there. Decides to drop it Incinerary. Push Dweezil a little bit back, giving himself some space there. So 3 versus 5. Energy looking in a commanding position here, Mike.
Yeah, great work out of Black Poison. So experienced. Pushes his own smoke.
But I mean, on top of that, you know he's there. Why is nobody constantly checking that angle? He got himself another free kill.
Don't you know a smoke's a force field?
Yeah, impenetrable.
Well, showing his experience, I think, and gets himself the double kill. Skeletons, again, I would say it's unwinnable, but we've already seen them do some crazy things. It should be unwinnable now. Flexi does put him down all, and Dweezil with the AWP, and I'd almost think he should save at this point.
Yeah, I mean, the finances and the economy for both of these teams, no team is at any point in this game actually been in a commanding lead in a place where they can just throw weapons away, and Dweezil has just shown us that you can actually throw a weapon away.
I wonder if they'll recover that AWP. Actually, so that they don't. Therefore, don't go double AWP. But 12 all to play for here. They've gotten the buy-in again for Skeletons again. I see they dropped an AWP here. No, actually going 5 AKs. But I must say, for an AWP, Dweezil does look pretty good with a rifle as well. So not necessarily an issue for them.
Nice solid round there for Energy. Didn't lose a single player. So a space where they can try and start to save up some cash.
Oh,
this boost box has been a huge contention in this game, for this whole game. At some point, one of these teams is counter boosting another one.
There's Turtle with the reply at least. But Black Poison getting aggressive. It's almost like he's taking the responsibility on himself here to bring this back, and a lot of pressure on Takbok here.
Well, then nobody's even bothered to check quad at this point, and thank you for Auto Director for that, as the entire game just peters out with Black Poison getting his 3rd kill for the round, and finally moving up to the top of the board with almost 30 kills, sitting on 26.
Yeah, he's looking great, and are we actually going to see a savior out of Skeletons again? I think we are. Look at that, only upgraded pistols, no armor. You could call it a save.
It's as close to a save as we're ever going to see in this game, Mike.
Oh, that nade with the touchdown there on P&D.
Yeah, they're about to do their squeaky charge again. Just hope it's not a repeat of Squeaky and Death.
Almost feels like that's what's about to happen here. Everybody dying at the hands of Takbok at the moment. There's Black Poison jumping in with a couple of kills of his own. Takbok to round it off. And of course, since they didn't have armor, I'm sounding excited, but I'm really not.
Money is starting to not be an issue for Energy. 2 nice rounds back to back, losing hardly any players, and SKA back up to a full buy for themselves, where hopefully they can try and stem the flow of bleeding that Energy has started to inflict onto them.
Yeah, they need to. It's pretty much last chance saloon for them here. And we're going to be peeking.
At what point are we going to leave this boost box alone? You got to ask yourself that question. How many bodies? How many bodies?
Trying to make sure there's a mass grave over there, it seems.
And another one.
Kenny.
Beautiful rotation there from Kenny. Goes from Z all the way around to actually pick off another player in a main. Nice movement there coming in from Energy.
Kind of feels like Energy sort of have their tails up at the moment. They were looking a little bit shocked earlier, but you can see how aggressive they're getting at the moment, and it's working for them.
I was going to say, it's kind of looking like Energy are starting to have that self-belief again, take control as a team that we'd expect.
Somebody dies on a boost again, hey? Oh, your internet dying again? Oh, I think Barry's internet might be dead, and Black Poison is finally ended their reign of tyranny over 4v2 at this point, and possibly doable for them here, but it's going to be super tough. And of course, our casting's been super tough with Barry dropping as well. I hope you guys have borne with us and have been enjoying it anyway. We've certainly been enjoying this game. I think it's been a rather tremendous game of CS here. So let's see what Skeletons again are able to do with 22 seconds on the clock, and I think that molly basically ends it for them. They're going to sit and spawn. There's nowhere to go. And they're going to have to save. So it's going to be Energy on the map and match point here. And for Skeletons, again, going into the next round, they're not going to have a lot to work with. So they're going to need those AKs to work for them. Energy not chasing the AKs down either, which is unusual. I kind of thought Tuckbook might go after it. So map and match point, yeah, this is a best of one. And Skeletons, again, have looked tremendous in this game. I got a lot of praise for them, but I also need to praise Energy here for their tenacity in pulling this back, showing the experience, and particularly Black Poison taking it upon himself to bring his team back into the game. So excellent work there from the captain and the veteran player. And I think we have Barry back.
I am back. We almost made it all the way to the end, Mike.
Almost made it, yeah. So 15-12, double off, and Skeletons again all in on this play. Oh no. It's very gone again. It seems like it, unfortunately, so I'll have to try to cast this. An order director is not playing nicely with us. There is the bomb plant coming in, at least. They're planting the smoke. Excellent work there to do that. And Turtle should be able to catch off Domster. He does, bringing it into a 3v3. They need this round to keep this game alive. And the retake effort coming in here. Weasel going to pop himself out here and try to catch them if they potentially cross the angle. And there's a kill for Kenny. That's big for them. Through the smoke, Dweezil finds himself a kill. The flash through the smoke, and he's going to get wrecked by Black Poison, but there is the round. eSports rounding it out. That's some incredible work from Skeletons again, and they keep themselves alive in this game. Let's see if we can keep ourselves alive in this cast, because it just keeps dying. So, and hello, Andrew Hodgkinson. I would love to touch you, but I've been told I'm not allowed to do that anymore, so I'm not going to do that. Thanks for everybody who's joined. If you're enjoying the cast, enjoying the channel, enjoying the CS, please subscribe, drop a like, do all of that. Don't get shot like Domster there, but Domster, one of the hero players for this team, surely he's going to have an impact. And going for this boost again. Let's see if it works out for them. Still no Anthrax, so I guess I will just round this one off if I can. Of course, do remember that we will be bringing you Bravado Gaming tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. nice and early, and of course 4 a.m. on Saturday morning. And the Saturday morning one's particularly exciting because it's against Volt, one of the top of the table teams, a team from Colombia actually, which is really interesting. ESEA main Europe. This is of course ESEA South Africa. 15-13 Energy in the lead here. Skeletons again wanting to take it to overtime. Can they do it? eSports walking in, doesn't get himself the entry. Boost working for Tuckbook, but he's going to get punished there by Taylor. The in-game leader doing really well. They should get the bomb plant here. Planting very open courtesy of those smokes as well. So that's going to work well. And beautiful boost from Dweezil. Stands in the molly and gets the kill nonetheless. And I think if you're Energy, you got to save right now. Do we have an Anthrax back? Nope, we still don't. So apologies if you see the frames dropping. It's actually because I'm alt-tabbing just to make sure if we can get Anthrax back. Sorry guys, again, internet issues wrecking the cast a little bit, but it's been really fun. I really enjoy casting with Anthrax. We do say some of the darndest things, both of us, though. We're not good for each other, but what certainly is good is this game. Energy versus Skeletons again. It is so good. Kenny, the last guy alive on that AWP, and they're trying their absolute best to take it away, and they're not going to be able to. So, fantastic game. I am super excited about this. I just wish Anthrax was here. And looking at the kills, Black Poison on 30. He was on 29 3 rounds ago, so it hasn't had an impact since. And on the other side, Skeletons again, a little bit more even across the kills there. Dweezil on 24. Turtle on 20, but overall a little bit more of an even effort. And for them, I think they're going to be feeling super confident. Still the only unbeaten team, and they're not saying goodbye to this game at all. And still going for the boost here on drop, considering how much they've been punished. And oh, Kenny will punish them. 2 quick kills, and I think Energy got control here. Skeletons again desperately need some kills to bring this one back. Yeah, that is a good question, Sean Morrell. I have no idea. If you guys have been on Twitter, there was some drama last week, so that was very entertaining. Black Poison invents such an ever-present danger over here. Skeletons again with 1 minute on the clock in a tough situation. They do have the utility, to work with, but are they going to find themselves the kinds of openings that will make this comeback possible for them so they can equalize it and possibly take it to overtime? Takbok been a consistent thorn in their side on this A site. There's the molly to force him off. Are they going to find him here? There's a kill for PND. You're not going to see it thanks to Auto Director. Another kill should come in for Turtle. No! Domster fully flashed and still gets the kill nonetheless. They know where these players are, but that utility is going to stop them. And they're revealed now out in the open. Black Poison getting that kill. And it's all on PND. We know how clutch this player is, but he has an AWP and he doesn't have the time. So he needs to work quickly here. Knows. Oh, what a shot from PND. That is just incredible work. Going back for more here. And he's going to get flanked out. That was so close. An incredible game, guys. Really enjoyed that one, and I hope you guys enjoyed that too. 16-14 to Energy. What a comeback from Skeletons again, and showing that the level of competition in South Africa, even without Bravado Gaming, it remains high. It's exciting CS, and wow, I am breathless. Again, thanks for joining, guys. This has been a great game. I think we'll just drop over to see some of the stats so you guys can appreciate some of those numbers that came out of some of the players there, but in general, really enjoyed this cast. Sorry for the audio issues because of Anthrax internet dropping out, but it's been an absolute blast to cast this game. Really glad I did it, and what I want to say while I got you guys all here is please show up in your droves to support Bravado Gaming tomorrow morning, 5 a.m. versus Stay Woke, and then of course Saturday morning at 4 a.m. versus Vault, one of the, again, a top of the table clash there in ESEA main before Bravado go over to WSG. Talking about this game though, let's see if we can catch some stats quickly so you guys can see how these players perform, because this was ever so close. The unbeaten run being broken here for Skeletons again. Energy bringing them level in terms of the table as well. So let's go over to have a look at that quickly. So Black Poison 31 kills, having big impact in the first half, and I'd say probably the first half of the second half. Sort of slowed down a little bit there towards the end as that comeback from Skeletons again came in, but overall very good effort from Skeletons on the kills. I'd say maybe Iskaboot and Taylor a little bit behind, but both of those players had a couple of big clutch rounds between them. So in general, a fantastic effort across the board, and I think Black Poison proving to be the difference maker for his team. Overall, great game, and I'm encouraged to see how Skeletons again are doing, and I'm also encouraged to see that Energy still are stamping their strength over the scene as a whole and showing how strong they are. But it's good to see that other teams are close to them, and I'm really excited to do some more ESEA, and we're really excited to bring you some more. Also, aside from the Bravado game tomorrow morning at 5 a.m., myself and GMax will also be bringing you Elite Pro versus Sinister 5 tomorrow night at 8 p.m. So look out for that as well. If you enjoyed the cast, give the channel a like, a subscribe. Send me, I think, some water because I'm tired of talking solo without Anthrax. But I really appreciate you guys being here. Have yourself a wonderful evening, and we'll see you on the next one. Axe out.
A special engagement. She lights up the pavement. She pays her toe to the throne. She calls a man on the phone and says, I'm not coming home. Another lonely soul to please. You told me it's what you want. Every time I look into your eyes, I see this angel deep inside. You've gone away don't know what went wrong. I can't believe she's gone. I can't breathe now that you're gone.